Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing well. Just finished my long day, and it was kind of nice day. And I hope you are having, or you had already, a nice day. And happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you are well and safe, all of you. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to forget to give a virtual high five and shout out to my OG usual suspects, my wonderful students, as always. Just take a sip of my tea, and they actually doing a fantastic job, all of them, no exceptions. So actually I always feel kind of motivated, which is something I want to talk about today, because it's about self-esteem and learning new languages and learning new skills in general. So that's what I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, before I forget, I want to give special thanks, shukran jiddan كتير, to all my OG usual suspects who actually joined our new courses 2022. I'm still mistyping the 2022. I still just do 2021. Just last night I was just insane. Like I was typing as it is, as it was just 2020, 2021. I don't know. I just say that if it's just me or people, and I did that post and people say like, yeah, we almost do that. So that's crazy. But anyway, we are having wonderful year today. So let me know, how is your 2022 so far? How are you doing, and how is your day and your weather? Okay, and have a tea with me, please, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, so get into the topic today. I also started to have the essential Arabic for conversational skills and communication and social media. Our course started already, and we have two courses, as you guys know. Sure, people who don't know me, I'm Ahmed Swifi from Lighthouse Arabic Center, and well, I'm streaming from my house just because I'm sitting here finishing my lovely day, and it was a long and nice day. Tomorrow is a weekend. Almost today is Friday. Agaza Saida, happy weekend. And so we have Arabic body language, we have Arabic conversational skills, we have also Arabic 101, Arabic A1 and Arabic A2, all in one, which means like you are going to study. It's a very nice and intensive course. For sure, I would love you guys to join us if you would love that. Okay, if you want to join us, totally, you're welcome, and you definitely can sign up even for one class, for all the level, just as you prefer. We have even a short courses, which is just only like two classes, like Arabic body language, or we have the conversational Arabic and business skills, or business Arabic skills, which is like only 4 classes. So you have so many options. But let me just get into what I want to talk about, because I just met some of my students. They are feeling, or they feel like me, the same I feel, which is kind of, as I said before, like New Year resolutions. Many people are just feel kind of overwhelming, and which I found it's kind of like OG feeling, kind of a very normal feeling, honestly. And I just found myself, including me, like I found myself even suffering that, or just feeling that, not suffering, because it's not like a big pain, you know, just feel that we kind of experience all of it. So I just want to talk about self-esteem, because many of my students like always feel kind of, sometimes they say that to me. Like today I have one of my students in a group, in one of my groups, I teach, and she told me like sometimes I feel like learning Arabic, which is, learning any language, not just Arabic. She didn't mean specifically Arabic, makes me feel less like confident. Hey, Lisa! Oh, my OG, my virtual high five to one of my OG usual suspect. have a tea. Well, it's not really a tea, like best, not only tea. It's a tea. Well, traditional tea. I know it sounds not. It sounds not, how can I say, not common. Yeah, I don't know, US, or this is tea with milk, traditional tea, Egyptian tea, which is people drink. I don't know why. I only drink tea, but today I just do that. So today's world, like most people always feel like kind of, I would say people would have agree that learning is always fun, but sometimes when you are challenging, when we are talking about self-esteem, and many people actually have these issues because of like they feel always like whatever they do, they are not good enough, which we all feel that, which as I say it myself, sometimes I feel when I experience like we don't have enough support sometimes. Unfortunately, people who surround us or surroundings are not enough supportive to us, which is completely okay, because like sometimes you have to also, as I said before, you have to self-care yourself. Like you have to care about yourself. You have to just love yourself more, because nobody, and I really mean nobody, will love you except your mom, and except for sure your small circle or your best friends. For sure they will love you, but not as much as they love themselves. Maybe just your mom, maybe the only one who just or your dad, for sure your father, will love you as much as they love themselves. But you have to have this self, like I don't want to say echo, like it's not really like echo love, like to love your echo, you love yourself, like kind of making yourself also not selfish in a negative way, but selfish in a positive way. Like you have to really be selfish a little bit, and that doesn't mean you have to be, hey, hola, hey Vadina, how are you doing? Come and join tea with me. And have a wonderful Thursday, you and your family. And I know it's late. I just finished my class, and I just was talking to one of my students about how important learning new language is. It's not about just learning new language because you want to speak Arabic, or just it's kind of working, as I say it, not just fights depression. Because when I say that, or when I just even put that in my blog, because you guys have to check my blog, my education blog, blog.ilarabicacademy.com. So it's amazing. You definitely have to check it out. It's we have so many new content and new lessons and new vlogs, and it's just many resources and translations for Arabic songs and Arabic, even some Arabic movies with translation. So you definitely would love to join them. Hey Lisa. So I say like self-esteem with learning new language is nothing new. Even I saw a research, not just even in Cairo University, because I'm proud to be from graduated from Cairo University, my master's degree in Arabic and linguistics, and so I also had a diploma in teaching methodology, which is it's kind of psychology and language together. So it's not just only language. You're actually working with people brain more than just working on just telling people what they should say, what and the grammar and all this. You have to know how to teach them, how to be able to understand, and also to get to know what they need, and what and how you can deliver this knowledge, or whatever language, or whatever you are teaching them. So that's what something I learned. So when I saw this research, it just made me very, very happy. Hey, Edna, tudo bem, amiga? Thank you guys for your heart, for your love, for your thumbs up, and lovely chair. Thank you so much. People are sharing my videos, and I haven't even asked them. You guys are amazing. Into Gamilin Giddan, into Luzes Giddan. You are very nice and very kind. So I just want to say, learning new language can help you. How that can help your self-esteem? Let's get into that. Can get to you to get to know more people. Can help you to meet people. Well, first you will meet your teacher, and which is kind of connection. And what I do in my classes sometimes is I just get my students. I bring them, and even we have this podcast we do together, like Arabic Talks Over Coffee. We have our online club. We have all this OG usual suspects activities, and it's fun. And we don't even have, they don't even pay for that. I'm just doing because I love this, doing this. I consider teaching like my second. It's kind of nature, my second like just God's nature for me, like kind of after my dad was a teacher. My grandfather was a teacher. The whole family, a bunch of teachers. So many teachers in my family. And so I consider teaching, even if I do other businesses, I still like to teach, and I just enjoy that. So guiding people, that's kind of blessing. And I feel guided myself, and I feel when I guide people, I help others. I feel I'm being blessed, to be honest with you. So it can help you meet people. It can also give you a lot of challenges, which makes you forget about less maybe thinking or overthinking of your racing thoughts of all day, like, oh my god, I'm having all this a lot of work and many challenges. Why should I even add a new challenge to my life? You know what? Because this is how your brain works. If you add a new challenge, you will feel not distracted. No, if you add this challenge, it will make you feel more, wow, I can do that. I mean, it's not about, it's not difficult, because I have done, I can do this, so I can even do the others. You know what I mean? If I can learn Arabic language, that means I can do whatever, I used to feel it's just, or I used to see it's very difficult, because I'm learning a new language, and you feel more proud of yourself. It can develop your creative side. It will just always make you feel like, I want to open to read about Arabic culture. I want to open maybe to read about Arabic books. I want to get to travel to Egypt or to Dubai. Now I know these languages, and I can just talk about, I can just meet new friends with all confidence, with completely, just your self-esteem here will work like charm, like a charm. So it will work great, because you just, you have all the skills that you need to communicate, and then you just can communicate. It can make you feel good about yourself, and so it will always make you feel, I'm doing this, and I'm doing all this learning languages. So I continue I'm sorry, I finished level A1. I'm now level A2. I'm doing next level. I'm going to the upper intermediate now. I finished the beginner and A1 and A2 and B1 and B2, and now I'm a C2. So it always make you feel busy, and to get busy doing many accomplishments in your life. So thinking, or just going back to think about the positive issues in your life, negative issues in your life, that will not, or even it still exist, but it will not exist the same like before. You understand me? So I feel it's just, I feel like learning new skills in general, but I'm saying new languages because it's actually something psychologists in psychology discovered. That's even, like in the last century, 1990. Let me just check. 1996 maybe. No, 1990. 1 second. 1965. 1965. 1965. What they discovered? Discovered that learning a new language, completely different, even if something that you are not relatively familiar with, like, if you are American, if you are speak English native English speaker, so you just learn Arabic, for example, completely different language. It's a different alphabet, different, because Spanish, you just some of my American or Canadian friends already know, because sometimes some of them they take or study in high school, so it would not be like completely a new different language. Maybe it's a different language, but it's not completely different. If you learn Arabic, you discover that it will enhance your memory capacity, memory, and also discover that even people who they have some Alzheimer, or they just experience the loss of memory, they started to recall and get their memory back again. Can you imagine? Like, it's just even one of my I saw that neuroscientists talking about that in neuroscience, and also I read in magazines, because I used to work in translations, and I saw it and I read it in one of those magazines, medical magazines. I think Prevention, maybe the International Prevention magazine, and also because it's people buy it here also, and we translate it into Arabic. So I also saw in many. I talked to one of my friends who is actually a psychiatrist, psychologist. Okay, psychiatrist. This is shrink. I would say shrink. And he said to me, like, it just really recommended, and I prescribe to some of my patients. If I see that they have these issues with memories, I always tell them or ask them to try to speak or to learn a new language. So learning new language, because when a student told me today, this in my group class, doesn't and never reduce your self-esteem. It will actually increase your self-esteem. It will increase your self-esteem. It will make you feel better about yourself, and even more than just better about yourself. So it's just increase yourself of your competency, and that's not like, it's kind of, I want to finish this level. I want to just be fluent in Arabic in in a year. I know it's like I said about this earlier. It's not really something I recommended, like to go hard on yourself, and that's what I also don't like, because when you do that, actually that what makes your self-esteem is low. Well, will make your self-esteem low, because it's good to learn a new language and just work as just step by step, and do what you can do, and don't go hard on yourself. And I say, like, even study 15 minutes. All you need just 15-20 minutes every day, just a daily routine. You don't have to, even if you forget, that doesn't mean you have to, uh, blame yourself or just feel like, oh my God, so I will not make it. Because some of my students, like, they stop learning and they just start to discover, like, oh my God, I cannot keep doing this anymore because I missed many of my classes and I'm not gonna make it. No, you can make it anytime. Learning it doesn't mean, like, I have students like, C2, C3, like upper intermediate, and not only my students, even students of my other teachers, our center's teachers, um, and they have this problem, when they stop learning and they want to get back, and they feel like, oh my God, it's too hard for me to, review everything, and it's completely fine. Teacher will always help you to review and to to make up or just compensate all this, or just try to. So stop worrying about the about what other people say, about what are you also kind of feel like kind of lowering yourself or putting yourself in this position, like, planning yourself about not making as much as you think that you will do, or that you should do, or you have to do. You don't have to do, and you don't have to also worry about what people see, because what people think, because this is what I also see. People always, or students, especially learning new language, always feel negatively evaluated by others. I mean, sometimes they are afraid to be that. They don't even see people evaluate them, but they are just thinking. They are only think of the fact people will just look at them as, like, look at that. She's just trying to learn Arabic and she doesn't speak Arabic well. The people you don't see, they don't think this way. They don't even say this. The fact that you are actually having these thoughts that will never lead you to any good outcome. Whether you're trying to study, whether you even thinking you do that, so don't even try this yourself, because people really like that. People really appreciate. So I would say this as not as a teacher, but if I just a local in Egypt, someone who are crossing or just walking across or by you, and you just like trying to speak Arabic with me or talk to me in Arabic language, and I know you still, a beginner, or you're trying to just speak a few words, I will feel you are educated. I will definitely appreciate that you are doing this. You come that far, and you're trying to communicate, and you are cultured, and you are constantly trying to speak even few words. That's a huge. That's a huge something that people really appreciate. So it opens to you many opportunities, many ways that not just communicate, because some of my students like work in international companies, and some of them even who already have business in Egypt, they are even do better in businesses because they start to communicate. It doesn't need to take and sign up for all the levels, because many people like, how long does it take to be able to learn Arabic? It doesn't really take that much, because many people just, as I told you, just overthinking. Hey, and just say that, oh my God, like I need like 2, or I spend maybe, I hear this a lot. I spend like 4 or 5 years trying to, hey Eva, I'm trying to learn Arabic, and it didn't work, and I just had this phobia, language and anxiety, and I don't want to learn anymore, because I tried, and I can't do it anymore. So, and sometimes this is like, as I said, um, it doesn't work this way. Like you just you are learning because learning is fun. You know, as I say, like you are the art is fun, learning is fun. You know, I love to work as you know as to make money and to have many you know many ways to communicate and also to help people as well. You know, so I like that, but if I find myself, if I find this work or this art, whatever it is, very stressful and it's just very exhausting, why I should do so? You know, why I even should start or work on something that will cause me and will just stress me out, make me feel less. And that's what I said my student when she told me, like, sometimes I feel learning Arabic, especially because she's going to Egypt, and she was in a group and she didn't feel, and I feel like even the group, they told her like, wow, but you are doing amazing. Like she always does the homework, and even she's like one of the people, like one of my other, or not other, like intermediate students, so like B1, and that's amazing. So why don't you? Why do you say that? So people didn't understand. But then I say that's completely normal because, like I said, it's self-esteem essentially something people feel about themselves. Like that's why you try to find. When I say language body, before many videos or many long time ago, many weeks ago, I say that when tips to learn Arabic and steps to learn Arabic, and I say that because people feel more motivated when they are in the group or when they have others learning. So that's why, and I always do this kind of bridging students together, makes them to get to know each other if they want. So if they want to, I make this Arabic club from time to time. So it's always fun, and it's always for you to communicate with other students. It's like a kind of self growth and growing yourself, and that's what I feel about learning language. So anyway, I hope I just said, I don't know, I don't want to be just talking so much, but I found this kind of research, like I saw, and I told you about it in K University, when they had this research, by the way, on like about 125 students learning new language in faculty of K University, faculty of English language, learning new language department, new or foreign language department, and they made this study on like 125 people, I guess. Yeah, and it just discovered that kind of scanning and all the stuff, this as a neuroscience, and discover that really some of people just start to get their cognitive skills even better and better with time, from scale one to 10. It's like kind of, it was like 9, to 8 to 9. So it was very, very amazing study. I cannot really say the science exactly, but I can just put the link, for that study, and even for other studies as well. It's okay. And I put the link to my education blog, because in my education blog you find this article about learning new language fights depression and against aging. So that's something I had many resources proven and talking about this. So anyway, have a wonderful day. Just don't forget, we have a new content this day. Is inshallah we're doing our podcast. It's just something that we used to do before, and I'm doing this video for my people on YouTube and my people on Facebook and everywhere. So just it's not just here. So we have our podcast, which is amazingly, proudly, we have students joining us this podcast. It's just really fun. We are just talking about culture, traditions, and every cool stuff you can imagine. and we enjoy it, and just we do it like once every 2 weeks, or maybe once a week, or even every 2 weeks. So we do as much as we can, as possible as we can. We can do the Arabic talks over coffee. We have this Arabic talks over coffee, but on our podcast. So even you can't join us live on Zoom, we do it on this. So you can listen to it. So that's something very nice, and feel free to subscribe to our podcast, because we are doing it and we enjoying this content. And our new platform, if you want to sign up, we have something very unique, which you can learn Arabic on your budget, on a budget, which is mean you just pay like kind of 40, 45 every month, and you keep still learning, and you have this video, but it will not be live as one-on-one on Zoom. It will be just the video contents and the lessons and the audio and quizzes and exams and everything you can imagine. It just will be comprehensive, but at the same time you have a test, so an assignment and everything, teacher market assignment as well. So you can join us anytime and from anywhere, and as I told you, it's very affordable. You can just sign up and get the discount, which is already for up to until next month. No, not until the middle of February. So it will until 15th, okay, February. So you feel free to sign it up, and yeah, that's all. We have the live, yet we still provide one-on-one or even group classes, like private or group classes on Zoom, which you can find on my page, facebook.com/AhmedSufiOfficial, or even my website, our website, www.ilarabicacademy.com, and we teach Arabic in English, in Spanish, in Portuguese. So that's fun, okay? That's the new year, cool update. See you, ladies and gentlemen, in a good health, and in next time, inshallah. So have a wonderful night. Salam.